The house is quiet right now. Quiet in a way that feels earned, not peaceful. I've been sitting here longer than I planned, listening to the clock do its small, stubborn work. My name is Daniel. I'm 84 years old. That number still surprises me when I say it out loud. It doesn't feel like something I chose. It feels like something that happened while I was waiting. I didn't live loudly. I lived correctly. Or at least I lived without making trouble. That mattered to me once. Maybe it mattered too much. I grew up believing time was patient, that it would wait until I was ready. Ready to speak, ready to decide, ready to stop letting things drift. So I learned how to stand still without calling it fear. I told myself I was being thoughtful, careful, reasonable. There was a woman I loved in my 30s. I never say her name anymore, but it still comes to me when I'm half asleep. We spent years near each other, always almost. I thought closeness was enough. I thought if something was meant to happen, it would happen without my help. One day she stopped calling. I noticed weeks later. By then she was already someone else's memory. I told myself it wasn't the right time. I said that a lot back then. The right time became a phrase that made everything sound temporary, even when it wasn't. My father died without us ever having the conversation we both knew was waiting. We talked about the weather instead, about small repairs, about nothing that could leave a mark. I thought there would be another visit, another chance when words would come more easily. There wasn't. Years passed quietly. Promotions I didn't ask for, moves I didn't argue against. Even my marriage felt like something that happened because the years leaned that way. She wasn't unkind, neither was I. We were just careful together, careful enough to avoid saying the things that might have changed us. I remember sitting in my car once, engine off, hands on the wheel, knowing if I went inside, something would be decided without me saying yes. I went inside anyway. That was how I chose most things, by letting them choose me. Now my hands shake a little when I hold a cup. My memory skips, but certain moments stay sharp, the ones where I felt something waiting and let it wait too long. It's strange what comes back at this age. Not the big events, but the pauses, the moments where nothing happened, the silence after a question that wasn't asked, the comfort of delay, the relief of not having to decide. People think regret is loud. It isn't. It's thin. It slips into quiet mornings and sits beside you without saying a word. You don't notice it until there's more of it than anything else. I don't feel angry at my younger self, just sad for him. He believed time was something you could lean on. He didn't know it leans back. Most of my life was fine. That's the hardest part to say. Fine can carry you all the way here if you let it. Fine doesn't hurt until you look back and realize it kept you from ever choosing more or less or different. I don't know how much time I have left. I feel it narrowing. Not dramatically, just steadily, like a hallway with fewer doors than I remember. I wanted to say this somewhere, even if it only lives here for a moment. Not because it fixes anything. It doesn't. Some things stay exactly as they are. If you're listening, you don't need to take anything from this. You can just sit with it for a moment, or leave a thought behind if one comes to you, or simply stay quiet with me for the rest of the time we have here.